Today we will learn how to build a major and a minor chord, or also we could call it a major or a minor triad on the piano. A chord is a set of pitches in music. What is a triad? A triad is specifically 3 notes, and usually they are stacked as a third and a fifth, like our C major chord. So what is the easiest way to figure out a major and a minor chord? First of all, by sound, major sounds happy, minor sounds sad. This is the way that you can check yourself. Happy, sad, happy, sad. Notice that the black keys, the sharps and the flats, don't really follow an exact pattern when you're playing major and minor chords. We have a major chord here. Here's another major. So how do we figure out that major chord every time the same way? So we're going to look at the pitches in between. So let's see our C major chord. We have 1, 2, 3 in between the first 2 notes, and 1, 2 in between the second 2 notes, the top 2 notes. And that's how we figure it out. 3 here and 2 here. And that's the pattern for every major chord. Let's check it out. So if we start with E, we have 3 notes in between, 1, 2, 3, and then the next note up, okay? And then 1, 2, and then the next note up. And that is E major chord, check, sounds happy, we're good. Okay, let's try starting with an F. We go 1, 2, 3, the next pitch up is our note, 1, 2, the next pitch up is our note, and that's our F major chord. Let's do a hard one. How about A flat? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Next pitch up is our chord. 1, 2. Next pitch up. So we have 3 in between. So we have 3 in between and 2 in between. Okay. And that's our A flat major chord. Sounds happy? We're good. Okay. And then how do we do the minor chord? And we're going to use the same exact pattern here, so keeping it simple. So here is our C minor chord, and C, it's just that middle note that moves. These 2 outer notes actually stay the same in every major and minor chord. So C major, C minor, it's only the middle tone that moves. So quick trick would be to just play the major chord and then go half a step to the very next note down. That's one trick you can use. The other trick is to use 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 instead, counting those pitches. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, now we're going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So the pattern flipped for that. Okay, let's try that with another chord. How about the A minor chord? So we have the A, we go 1, 2, then the next pitch is the one that we're going to use for our minor chord. Okay, already sounds a little bit sad. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and here's our next pitch up. So 2 in between and then 3 in between. And that's it. So that's our minor chord. Let's try to find G minor, okay? G, we got 2 notes in between, okay? And then we have 3 notes in between. There's our G minor chord. And let's do another hard one. How about D flat minor? Okay, so we have, there's our D flat, 1, 2 in between. There's our note, and then 1, 2, 3. Here's our note. There we go, that is it. And so that's how we find a major or a minor chord. How do you find major and minor chords using music theory? It's also pretty simple. So we're going to use intervals. So we have second, third, fourth, fifth, counting the first note and the last note and every note in between. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So we need a third and a fifth. We have the root tone, then we have a third and a fifth. Okay, there's a third, there's the fifth. Now the fifth also always stays the same because it's a perfect fifth. Okay, and then the third is the one that is going to be either major third or a minor third. So if you know your intervals already, there's the minor third, there's the major third, you can find that interval and then find the fifth and you have your chord. Okay. We can do the same thing with a D major chord, with a D chord. Here's our root note. Then we have either a minor third or a major third, depending on what we're looking for, and the fifth. So let's do like a D major chord. There's our fifth, and then there's our D. There is our major third. So we have a D major chord. And let me know down in the comments below if this was helpful for you. Also, if you want to learn more about chords, about how to play by chords, or how to apply the knowledge of chords to your music, please do let me know. Thank you for watching and see you next time.